Hello, I'm going to try to make this as short and sweet as possible. So, I was a probation officer. I got there. I started complaining about how black people were treated. They treated black people like slaves. I reported everything. Part of the policy is if you see something, say something. So I said something. I became known as a troublemaker. So, to get me back for being a troublemaker, they brought me up on false departmental charges. They literally had people testify against me, make false statements against me, and all kinds of crazy stuff. I don't really care about that. I care about the fact that I have a mentally ill nephew, and because I'm trying to hold them accountable for the same expectations that they're trying to hold me accountable, that he's a target of their corruption. They forced him, he was in the Chinese food restaurant and the guy tried to hit him. My nephew defended himself. They said it was an attempted robbery. There was no robbery. My nephew never asked for no money. Somebody tried to hit my nephew. My nephew defended himself. Now, all of a sudden, he's a violent felon, and they basically, saying that he's a troublemaker. And it's not fair to him. It's not okay. It's not right. And I'm trying to hold it accountable. So that's why when I filed my law, I took an oath to defend all enemies, foreign and domestic. That includes white supremacists who use black people as a target just because they're black. As black people, we're not protected. They know that. They bring you up on false departmental charges. They know people have houses, car payments, mortgages, and they don't want the hassle of fighting them. So they treat people any type of which way. I don't care about earthly possessions, material possessions. I can't take this house with me. I can't take none of these cars with me. You're not going to violate my rights. And because I took the Malcolm X standpoint in the thing, they had an issue with that. So they went after my mentally ill nephew, and that is why I'm fighting. They have him in prison right now. They're over-medicating him. They're giving him Benadryl twice a day. They're refusing to give him access to a phone. They're not allowing his attorney into the prison to see him, which is his constitutional right. You cannot deny his attorney from seeing him. They won't allow his attorney into the prison to see him. They're over-medicating him with Benadryl. Then they're saying they don't have there's a videotape showing that he tried to avoid the situation, tried to de-escalate the situation. Now the state of New Jersey, Department of Corrections, State Parole Board don't have that videotape. But they're going to say that he's a threat to society because he's homeless, and he's not homeless because he's staying with me, and that they can put him in prison for 3 more years just because I filed a lawsuit against him in federal court and state court, and 2 other black women filed a lawsuit. They out their rabbit ass mind. Okay, I will fight for my nephew to the death, and nothing is going to stop me from fighting for him. It was right. You cannot go after him because I'm suing y'all because y'all don't like black people. Fuck out of here.